and welcome to How to Cook Great Food. With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?
Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see here, making a potato curry, but we're going to make fried potatoes. We're going to fry our potatoes first and then make a beautiful Indian spicy tomato curry or masala. Now, you don't have to do the fried potato route. You could just be going with regular potatoes, but I like to get a nice bit of colour on them by frying them. This is really easy, it's really delicious, healthy, tasty, veggie and vegan. That's going to do it. Okay, let's get started on this. So what I've got here is some potatoes that I've peeled and I've boiled them in some cold water. Started off with some cold water, a little bit of salt, and I boiled them just for like 3 or 4 minutes. So parboiled, so they're fairly soft but a little bit of kind of body to them. Really simply, we're going to get to the cooker, we're going to fry these off first, give them a nice bit of colour, then we're going to make a beautiful curry or masala. Okay, there you go, that's done. Just fried those for like sort of 4 minutes, 5 minutes or so in some hot oil. Actually good enough to eat just like that, bit of salt and vinegar, delicious. Right, let's move on. Okay, so as you can see, I've got some onions, I'm using red and they're sliced, and here I've got some tomatoes. Try and use a really nice ripe tomato, always gives you a much better kind of gravy or masala. So there's about sort of 3 or 4 medium-sized ripe tomatoes there, and a couple of decent-sized onions. Our whole seeds today, we've got equal parts of cumin seeds and black mustard seeds, about a teaspoon each. And I'm using 3 powders today, equal parts of turmeric, chili and coriander powder. If you wanted, you could be putting some cumin powder in as well. Or, if you don't want to do that, a curry mixture that you already have. Some fresh chili. And then just here, I've got some garlic ginger paste. A 50-50 mix of garlic and ginger. There's like 2 teaspoons there. We need a little bit of oil, and of course, we've just seen the potatoes. Let's go over to the cooker. Okay, so we're back in the same pan, and I'm using a little bit of the oil that we started frying our potatoes in. We're going to add our whole garam masala, or our whole spices, today cumin seeds and black mustard seeds. While I'm here, just want to add a little bit of salt. One of the things I often forget because I don't really use salt very much. And we just want to toss these around in this oil just for a few seconds, let them do their thing. They'll infuse that oil, give it a lovely flavour. And as that happens, we're now going to add in our onions. Now, I've sliced my onions. You could chop them really small or anyhow you like, quite frankly. I'm just going this route today. So 3 to 4 minutes. We're on a fairly lively heat. Let's just throw these around in the pan. Okay, so these are just starting to soften just a little bit. At this point, we're going to add in our garlic ginger paste. Now, if you wanted, or you don't have garlic ginger paste, you could just be putting some fresh garlic and ginger in there. Yeah, chop it nice and small. I'm now going to go in with our fresh chili. Now we're going to add our tomatoes. In they go. And like I say, nice, juicy, ripe tomatoes are best. They're going to give off the most moisture. Our 3 powders that I'm using today, turmeric, chili and coriander powder, equal parts of. Give this a mix. Then again on the high heat, let's fry this around for about 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to get some moisture from the tomatoes, depending on how juicy your tomatoes are, will depend on how much water or moisture you get. We may add some water, but let's take a look when I come back in about 4 or 5. There we are. So as you can see, some moisture's coming out. There's still a bit of more to come as well, but I've certainly got some in there. Now I'm going to add some water to this, just cold water. Simply, we're going to get a lid on that. We're going to cook it for another 5 to 6 minutes on a medium heat. It should break down quite a lot more, the tomatoes that is. You can give it a stir every now and then. Okay, let's get this lid off. There's going to be a lot of steam. And there we go. As you can see, we've got a lovely masala here. And again, if you didn't have enough moisture, or even at this point, you can just add a little bit more water in, or stock if you wanted. I don't really like using stock very much, but our tomatoes have broken down really nicely. And of course got some wonderful spices in there. Okay, now I'm now on a low heat. We're now going to introduce our potatoes. Let's just cover the potatoes in this lovely masala. And we can let this go now for about 5 minutes or so on a nice low heat. No need for a lid. You can give it a stir every now and then. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Just going to finish this off now with a little bit of garam masala powder. A couple of nice pinches in there. And I've got some fresh mint, or you could be using fresh cilantro or coriander. I prefer mint in this one. We're just literally going to stir this in, turn off the heat, check that for salt, and then we've got a lovely fried potato curry. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.
With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?